Have you ever been dragged to an event you wanted to skip, only to walk away with the biggest prize? Well, that's exactly what happened to me, more than once. Each time I show up to these events not even wanting to go, I somehow win. And I'm not just talking about small prizes, but things like TVs, iPhones, and more. How? That's exactly what I'll reveal. So here's how it started. One night, my boss practically insisted I go to this big corporate party. It was one of those theme events with a casino setup where you could play games, win tokens, and use them to enter a raffle at the end of the night. I'd rather have stayed home, maybe watched a movie and relaxed, but she wouldn't take no for an answer. The whole thing seemed like too much of a hassle. Still, I went. When I got there, I saw they'd set up all the prizes at the front table. There were some really great prizes, high-end tech, gift cards, you name it. I felt a little spark of excitement, almost like an instinct, and just said out loud, "I will win tonight." I didn't think twice. I just said it as if it were already true. Now let me tell you, I don't know the first thing about casino games. Poker, blackjack, whatever else was there. I was clueless. But everyone was playing, so I figured I'd give it a shot. I went from table to table playing games with absolutely no strategy, and somehow managed to rack up a decent amount of tokens. Once I'd gathered enough tokens, I went to the raffle area and exchanged them for 2 raffle tickets. I filled both tickets out with my name, and as I put them into the drawing, I had this sense of calm. I didn't think, what if I win? It was more like, I am going to win. No doubts, no second guessing. Finally, it was time for the raffle. I stood there with everyone else, casually waiting, but with this quiet confidence. The announcer pulled out the first ticket, and it was my name. I won an iPhone. People around me started clapping, and I could hear someone saying, "Wow, she won!" My boss turned to me, raised her eyebrow, and said, "Didn't you say you'd win?" I laughed, not quite believing it myself, but also feeling like I knew this would happen. Then the announcer reached for the next ticket, and I could feel a weird excitement in the air. I watched as he pulled out a name and called it. It was mine, again. I had just won the next big prize, a tablet. People gasped. I heard someone mutter, "Is this rigged?" My boss just looked at me, laughing, and said, "Well, I guess you really did know you were going to win." It was one of those surreal moments where everything felt completely out of my control, yet somehow inevitable. As crazy as the story sounds, it wasn't a one-time thing. After that night, I started noticing that every time I followed this exact process, I'd win something. At first, I thought it was luck, but the more it happened, the more I saw a pattern. I began using this method without even realizing it. I'd show up even when I didn't want to, say out loud, "I will win," believe it fully, and avoid any doubts. That's all it took. Then, it happened again at a school event where there was a raffle. I had almost skipped it, feeling tired and a bit overwhelmed. But at the last minute, I went, and as usual, I told myself, I'm going to win something. And you guessed it, I won a brand new smart TV. People around me couldn't believe it. But for me, it was starting to feel natural, almost like I discovered a secret. I started reflecting on what was actually happening here. Why did I keep winning these raffles? Was it just random chance, or was there something more? The more I thought about it, the more I realized it was about more than just saying I'll win. It was about believing it without any hesitation, without that little voice of doubt creeping in. I wasn't just hoping to win, I was expecting to win. It sounds simple, but that certainty, speaking it into reality and blocking out any contradictory thoughts, was creating an energy that seemed to attract the outcome I wanted. Each time I won, it felt like the universe was saying, "You believed, so here it is." It was like I had tapped into something, a method that anyone could try if they could just tune out the doubts and believe fully. So here's what I learned. When you believe something without any doubt, you're opening a door for it to happen. It's like you're sending a signal to the universe saying, "I'm ready for this." And in a way, the universe responds. The next time you're at an event or trying to achieve something, give it a shot. Say your intention out loud, hold on to it with certainty, and see what happens. No second guessing, no conflicting thoughts, just clear, focused belief. It may sound strange, but it's worked for me time and time again. If this story resonated with you, or if you've experienced something similar, drop a comment. And of course, if you enjoy stories like this, remember to like, subscribe, and share your own experiences. Let's see if this method can work for others too.